But let's talk. I want to talk about Lamar Jackson and the Ravens, who lost on a 2-point try at the end to Jacksonville. Bad loss for them. They've had a couple of those this year. But anyway, there's all this talk about how much money he should get, and he just signed a contract. And I guess there was some social media. Rob G, you want to jump in from the standpoint, because there's two things, right? There was the social media post where some fans said he wasn't worth $250 million. Is that what it was?
Yeah, the fan said that, and then he responded with something that he had to delete later, saying that they never smelt a football field, and the only experience they have is something derogatory that I cannot say on the radio.
Right, and you just don't need to go to that level. You know what I mean when you're responding to anonymous people on social media. But here's the thing that we want to talk about, Ephraim. Michael Vick was on the Shannon Sharpe podcast, and Michael Vick said, you ready for this? That Lamar shouldn't take all the money, that he should take less, I guess, which will help them in winning a Super Bowl or building a Super Bowl team. Let's hear Michael Vick on the Shannon Sharpe podcast.
I would advise them in terms of, look, I understand the business acumen in this whole situation. It makes sense for you to get the most money that you can possibly make in this game because, like you say, one false move, season end, career can be ended, injury, and then, you may get treated a certain way.
Right.
That's logical. That could become fact. But one, I think Cleveland made that move to make it hard for Baltimore.
Right.
Two, when you accept this type of money versus based on cap space, and the one thing that it becomes a real issue is that it's hard to sign other guys, man.
Right.
It's hard to keep teams together.
Right.
You're going to eventually have to restructure.
Lamar said, I'll restructure.
Yeah.
As long as y'all keep giving them signing bonuses, I will restructure.
Yeah, but
I need that $300 million guaranteed.
Yeah,
though.
but man, you can't go out now. It limits your chances. To me, it limits your chances of going out and getting the championship.
Sorry, Michael Vick.
That ain't got nothing to do with me, player.
Thank you.
That ain't got nothing to do
That's
with me.
why they hired the front office people.
Man, y'all figure it out.
Y'all figure it out. You're the money guy. You're the numbers guy. Ephraim, does taking less money guarantee that he gonna win a Super Bowl?
I can't play on the field, fill out the roster, do the contracts. That's not my job. I'm the quarterback. I'm here to give you wins. I'm here to, which I've done consistently.
And why should I take less than the market value?
No, that's Tom Brady got everybody fooled with that.
Yes, that's because your wife makes $1 gazillion at the time. It's easy to take
net worth was double his.
Right. Oh, yeah. I'll take less. And you know what, Ephraim?
Generational wealth. That's what we talking about. Did you trying to pass up on? Man, please.
And what they always tell about Tom Brady? Well, he don't have no weapon. They didn't spend the extra money on nobody.
And that's the catch. That's the catch.
Who did they sign?
They convince you that they're going to use the money to bring other guys in, and then they don't do it.
You ready for this? When they hoodwinked Patrick Mahomes to one of the worst contracts in the history of pro sports, then they had no money for Tyreek Hill. Does that make Patrick took less money? That was supposed to be so that he could keep those guys.
Didn't keep them.
They didn't keep them. Dude, it's a hoodwink. Don't ever fall for that.
Planet Rock landed on us.
Right. You talking about you going to tell people to take tell me once when the owner took less money.
Right.
Can you help me?
Yeah.
You don't need all that money. You're making $11 on French fries.
Yeah,
you only need $8.
I would never advise, especially a quarterback, someone of Lamar Jackson's caliber and his style of play, to take less money. I would never advise that.
And the type of quarterback he is, Ephraim, where he could get hurt on every play.
I wouldn't do that. He understands his worth. That's why he decided to cut off negotiations. Right? Don't be mad at me. Be mad at Cleveland. This ain't got Lamar's like, yo, man, that ain't got nothing to do with me.
Absolutely. And then the idea that he shouldn't want to guarantee I don't understand why NFL players want to guarantee. What? If any sport deserves a guarantee, Ephraim, it's NFL players. And what about giving them real, tangible, hard copy contracts? A 3 or 4 year contract guaranteed. If a guy plays well, you know what? You give him another one. If he doesn't, you move on. How about that? And the other sports, basketball and baseball, they make a gazillion. They gave Fernando Tatis at 23 years old $330 million.
That's crazy.
They offered Juan Soto $440. He's 23.
Fully guaranteed.
Ephraim. And they're sitting there telling
guaranteed.
football players all the NFL does is brag about how much money they make. Am I right or wrong?
Yes, they make more than the NBA and MLB combined annual revenue.
I don't know if that's true.
What? Look it up.
Yeah.
Look it up.
Because I know baseball was at 11 and the NBA was at 9.
Look it up.
Okay. But my point is,
Look it up.
but the players.
And both of those leagues have fully guaranteed contracts.
Right. It's only because the players aren't willing to fight for it.
Yeah, because they come in there and be like, and just like healthcare. I remember I was in there when the NFLPA's representatives come in and they be like, hey, you guys want higher salaries or do you want healthcare for life? You can't tell a bunch of current players if you want higher salaries and you don't get healthcare when you retire. Ain't nobody in there thinking about retirement.
And your plan is so terrible.
It's bad.
You get 5 years of health care
after you retire, and it's over. And then it turns off.
Which
like the lights,
right.
They click the lights up. Rob, let me tell you,
but it doesn't even make any sense. You don't need health care at that age. I
need it now.
Right. That's what I'm
46.
saying.
I need it now.
But you didn't get that right. It's done. You have to pay your own way.
No,
now.
when I got a letter when I retired, what was
it's
that?
5 years after your retirement.
I know
right?
I was 34 or 35 when I retired, I believe. And then you get a letter when I was like 40, like, hey, just to let you know, in 2 months, your health care for you and your family is gone. Rob, I've been in the league since I was 22 years old. I didn't even know how to go get health care.
Right.
I was like, I took the plan that we had. I went to an insurance broker, and I said, hey, just give me the comparable plan to
and then
this.
they said that'll be $2 zillion.
They typed it up, and the woman told me it would be $5,600 a month.
Wow.
For my wife and my 2 children.
Right.
I said, well, I don't want that one. You just rip
Right.
that
What
up.
are you
Take
crazy?
that
Right.
one. I said, I don't even need all of that. I just get put to you start piecemeal. I want shots
Right.
once a year, maybe one blood pressure check
Right.
and half a physical. Right? Because it's absurd. Now, thankfully, I'm in the Writers Guild and we have excellent. You know how much how much it costs for my dependents a year? $150.
Dude, you can't beat that.
Come on, man.
But that's where it.
Come on.
But that's the way it should be, and you know that. All these other situations except the NFL. But anyway, I don't know. Mike Vick, I'm sorry. I just can't do it.
Mike didn't give money back.
Right? I just like the
Mike got a couple $100 million contracts.
The idea that you would take less and that you would put your trust in a general manager who can make bad decisions.
We're good.
Right?
He may be fired.
Right. Or he might make bad deals.
Oh, he will make bad deals.
Right.
At some point, he's going to make bad deals.
And I'm holding the bag. Go ask Patrick Mahomes, who signed a $500 million contract and only $60 million was guaranteed at the signature.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. You got to drop a truck off. If I'm doing $500 million, you got to $250 got to be delivered.
$60 million when he signed.
Nah.
Ephraim, how?
Nah, man. The NFL has mastered the art of the big splash number.
It's a phony
number.
But it's a phony number.
It's always been a phony number.
Right, because they can end it whenever they want. So it's a phony number.
Signed a 6-year, $99 million deal with 22 guaranteed.
That's what you said signed, a $22 million.
You signed for $22 million.
That's what you did. All right.